saying, girl, you be trying to talk to me. I feel the nigga. That's my new philosophy. Yeah, we got us, we got art. I got guns from the start. Can't nobody touch my bitch and Red Bull, Jello, light sticks, yellow, iced out, hello, I'm the king of you, I'm mellow, nobody just hello, everywhere, I'm popping out.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So with George on the bench, here's Uteron Luz going with. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Tyler Hero out there with Christie. And it's Vincent in at the 3. And here we are in the knockout round of the NBA Cup. It's the Western Conference quarterfinals.
And this should be a playoff-like atmosphere. I wouldn't be surprised to see the coaches play with some matchups and even shorten their rotation.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. And stretch.
We got art, I got garbage on the start. Can't nobody touch my bitch and bring it on the start. Going up, yeah. Going up, yeah. I'm going up, but now, yeah. I'm going up, but now, yeah.
Here's Hero. 37 points his last time out. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Kawhi and Zubac make up the front.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
So with
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Then knocked away on the floor for the Clippers. Kawhi and Zubac.
Oh, hey, how about big time right there? Big time.
Woo. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
We are in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. It's the west side of the bracket with a group winner taking on the wild card.
Well, this is when the Cup gets serious. It doesn't matter what you did in the group play. This is single elimination, loser go home, and winner moves on.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in.
I've been down for too long, gotta run it up and then up and that boom boom like a monster truck. Yeah, in front of bottom, so you know what's up. Better check the score, know what's going up.
here's Hero. He has yet to score. And here we are in the knockout round of the NBA Cup. It's the Western Conference quarterfinal.
And this should be a playoff-like atmosphere. I wouldn't be surprised to see the coaches play with some matchups and even shorten their rotation.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Christie. Ivica Zubac is out there with Keegan Murray. Then it's George and it's Hero into the point. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we've only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
Now, here's MT. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Clock is at 3. Shoots it.
First day, still see nobody, everybody see through, I'm gone.
I've been down for too long, gotta run it up, pulling up in that boom boom like a monster truck. Yeah, came from the bottom, so you know what's up. You know what's up. Better try to score, know what's going up.
Stolen by MP. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double. Oh, yeah.
So for the Clippers right now, Christie is out there with Hero. Then there's Murray. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 3. And here we are in the knockout round of the NBA Cup. It's the Western Conference quarterfinal.
Oh, come on!
And this should be a playoff-like atmosphere. I wouldn't be surprised to see the coaches play with some matchups and even shorten their rotations.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. It's certainly...
Once your eyes start to punch to the way up, if you don't repent, you'll regret it on the way down. Everybody stand aside. Everybody gotta do it when you get a sacrifice. Take back the rainbow and a hand to never die. Once you say the right, ain't no wrong, it's time you fly. Ain't no sense of pride. We gon' live alone with the story against the pride. God is on the throne.
There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter here. So, on the floor for the Clippers. Murray out there with Keyshawn George.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Keyshawn George, also Keegan Murray out there. And it's Howard in at the 2. Now, here's MG. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
And the rejection by MP. And the Clippers making a change here. Jeffries has checked in.
Number 42, Jeffries.
44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And so, MP will bring it up for Golden State. And I'm here to tell you, it's been a victory march for them. What a stretch. 23 straight wins, and still...
Hey, I ain't quiet. I was started right to come, but kids are coming with me. The stranger kids in school and turn your son into a Britney. The son of Michael Thompson, not so fly. But demonize you if you want again. We need can't surprise. Everybody stand aside. Somebody gotta do it when you scared, can't surprise. Back to back a rainbow and a hat to never cry. I can see the right.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Howard. They still need this.
God is overdoing, overdoing my life. Seeing with the knife, I can't lie. I think it's time we need to can't surprise.
44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Jeffries the pass to Howard. And the Clippers miss again.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. George is out there with Keegan Murray. Then there's Howard. It's Berger in at the center. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
The three from MP. Sinks the three-pointer. Olsen's got 30.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play. Got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
With the end of the first quarter. And what a blowout already in this one. Warriors ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Walker, Podziemski out there at quarter. Then it's MP. And it's Puffkin in at the 2. Let's check in now with our Alley Reporters, who's got a story for us.
That's the only way. Testimony. I'm in love, it's so real, holy
matrimony. Speaking love, and I had to get it tatted on me. I'm the same, even when they take the cameras off me. Not for fame, man, it's only by this holy glory. If I'm a sin, I got brothers and they come and show me. Been the truth, he the one who never leave me lonely. That's how I win by the blood and the they get spastic, charismatic, they outlandish. That's with all the antics, Christ in it, he gon' come back like a bandit, With my brother honest, I can't get offended, no. I'm just trying to see the living king who been ascended. I was broken, but my heart, he came and re-amended. Holy Spirit in me living, he the perfect tenant. I'm just trying to be like Christ, cause he the perfect image. Yeah, with Christ we stuck. I was dead, but he came and wrapped me in his love. Sipping new wine, I told my Savior to pull me up. I ain't perfect, but with Christ, my spirit going up. In his bosom, I be pulling you overcome by the blood of the Lamb and my testimony. I'm in love, it's so real, holy matrimony. Speaking love, and I had to get it tatted on me. I'm the same, even when they take the cameras off me. Not for fame, man, it's only by this holy glory. If I'm a sin,
here's Howard. He's scoreless. Foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Already a second foul, just something to keep in mind.
Here's Howard. Well, Grant, these days we're seeing this more in the league. A team doing the Los Angeles tour.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool, right? I mean, if you're going to come to L.A., you might as well make the most of it. Don't just take on the Lakers or the Clippers. Play them both.
Michael Porter out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Jarris Walker, and then it's him.
My testimony. I'm in love with some real holy matrimony. Speaking love, and I had to get it turned on me. I'm saying, even when they take the cameras on me. Now I'm fame, and it's only by the soul of glory. If I'm a sin, I'm not gonna listen and promise you. Been the truth, he don't never leave me alone. That's how I win for the blood.
Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Pajemski out there with Porter. Then it's MP. Then it's Walker. And it's Buffkin in at the shooting guard position. That's the Warriors' foul. MP's shot is good. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great stuff, Allie. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Warriors making the shot. It's Miller on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Howard to end the run. The Warriors pull it in. And I'm here to tell you, it's been a victory march for them. What a stretch. 23 straight wins. And
The Clippers have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. And so in the game for the Clippers, Miller is out there with Keegan Murray. Then it's Keyshawn George, and it's Baron J in at the center position, filling out the middle. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, BA. Also, with the G League and bigger coach.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Taking a look at Los Angeles.
And the Clippers with the ball. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. On the floor for the Clippers. Miller is out there with Keegan Murray. Then it's Keyshawn George, and it's Baron J in at the 5. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, BA, the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help, because that's such a tough call for an official to assess it in a moment.
Count it.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, BA, the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Will Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
So it's Los Angeles now, following the score by Golden State. Here's Miller.
Hold up, wait.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
On the floor for the Clippers, they've got Keegan Murray. He's out there with Miller, and it's Howard in at the point. There are some big-time players in this league, but who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three: LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a final.
Oh, come on!